Hi, how are you? So that whole thing you couldn't hear. That was good. That's fantastic. So let me just recap. The entire time you could not hear anything I did. Well, that's awesome because honestly, that was the best radio I've probably ever done. Honestly, it was amazing. We had Demontis Bonus and De'Aaron Fox on the phone actually, and they were singing and dancing. It was amazing. You couldn't see that. You can't see the dancing part. Yeah. So that first, how long were we in here for here? That first 8 minutes brought to you by the sound the crowd would have made if we had lost. Okay. Well, that's good. Here's what you missed. The Kings won. Kings win. Kings win. The Kings win. This is hilarious. I didn't even look at the comments. I didn't look at the comments the whole time because you just had the music and me lip syncing. Well, you know what? After a loss, there you go. After a win, we don't care because honestly, you knew what I was talking about. You knew what I was saying. I'm just, I'm so happy that the Kings won. Thank you guys for hanging in there. I'm the guy that does all the technical stuff, and I couldn't figure out my own audio. All right, anyways, can't do anything about that. Yeah, 119, 113, despite being down 33-19 in the third quarter. As a matter of fact, they were outscored 14. They were outscored 16 points in the second half. That's why you build an early lead, and that's what they did. And you're going to see a lot of this. First off, one thing you also missed is I said this is De'Aaron Fox's best game. We can have an NBA 2K conversation, or we can have a reality conversation. Reality basketball, this was his best game. He was engaged on both sides of the floor. I know Fox can score. It's that defense, and it's not just his individual defense. It's when the other players see the star, the guard, the little guy, playing defense like that, two huge blocks contesting shots, that motivates them to play defense, because if your max player is busting his tail on both sides of the floor, you better believe these guys are going to bust their tails as well. So I was very, very impressed. He was 6 of 17 for 17 points. Don't care. You could average 7. I would be fine with him averaging 17 points for the rest of the year than him averaging 34 points the rest of the year if he has games like this, a career high 13 rebounds. And that's just indicative of how aggressive he was. That's it. He was aggressive on both sides of the floor. Kevin Herter joins Steph Curry as the two players in the NBA with 3 games of having, I think it's at least 5 threes. He had 7 made, which I believe tied his career high from game 1. If I'm right, I could be off by 1. That's it, Herter and Curry. Herter's been everything the Kings wanted out of him. And then some. When you talk about adding shooting, he's been fantastic. He's been amazing. There was a little bit of a worry because he had that shoulder banged up in the game against Memphis, but obviously he was fine. You want me to talk about how bad Davion Mitchell is? What do you want from me? He shot 50% from the field. We'll leave it at that. What do you want? Davion did play some good defense. He hasn't found his offense yet. And I'm telling you right now, I think Davion's shoulder is hurt. And until they come out and say that he's 100%, I'm not buying it. I think he hurt his shoulder in that first game. I said to keep an eye on that. I don't think he's right. I'm not making excuses. Well, I guess I am making excuses for him. I don't think he's right. I don't think that shoulder is right. But you know what? If you're on the floor, that's the deal. You're on the floor, and you got to be able to play. I'm really, really proud of this team. I'm really proud of De'Aaron Fox. Miami is a good team. They're a scrappy team. They are a veteran team. They know exactly what they're doing, and the fact that Sabonis fouled out, and Sabonis fouled out on this absolutely just garbage call. If you're going to call a foul on Domantas Sabonis, okay, here's what you do. You call it there, and that's still ticky-tacky. The defender, or excuse me, the offensive player is initiating the contact, okay? It's that simple. Bio goes right into him, initiates the contact. Now, listen, you see that get called. It's a garbage call, but you see that get called. But here's the thing. No whistle. There's nothing on the arm. Look, straight up, nothing on the arm. Nothing. Okay. No whistle. Still nothing there. Absolutely nothing there. No whistle. He's got the ball. And look at top left of your screen. Look at the ref. The guy, not the guy to the right. Not the guy to the right that has the angle. Not the guy bottom of your screen, number 4, ref, who has the angle. The guy with the absolute worst angle on the top left. Watch him get in there and say, you know what? These people, they're here to watch me. They're here to watch me do my thing, and I'm going to call a foul. Watch this. Bam, calls the foul, 104-100. Let me get rid of this comment here. 104-100, okay. 5:52 left. And you just had a guy in Sabonis who, when he was on the floor, was the best player on the floor for the Kings. And that's no offense to Fox. It's just simply he was able to dominate. He was absolutely able to dominate all night long. Okay. And the official is completely in the wrong position here. It's incredibly stupid. It's an incredibly stupid call, but whatever. And that's the thing. I'm not just proud of them for the win. I'm proud of them because Miami came all the way back. This is a playoff-tested, perennial finals contender. Jimmy Butler, Eric Spoelstra, tough as nails, veteran-type team. And these are the types of teams that usually come in and punk the Kings. If they can't get them physically, with their talent that night, their shooting and whatever, they'll get them IQ-wise. They are an extremely high IQ team. And what happened? The Kings held their own. Now, it's because they built up that first half lead. Don't get me wrong. But they were able to hold on. And there was a moment there where wasn't Miami just down 1, I want to say 1 or 2 late in the fourth. It was after Sabonis was gone. And they were able to, thank goodness, hold on for the victory. A lot of good stuff here, including Kevin Herter here. I know you guys can't hear the audio. For some reason you heard that audio, let me know. Kevin Herter was just sublime. That shot is just so fantastic. And you love the way you absolutely, I'm here for the way Kevin Herter runs and cuts and creates his own offense. He absolutely is a killer. He is a killer in transition. This thing's not loading. And his ability to just snap that jumper is fantastic. It's exactly what Monty McNair and company were looking for when they were adding or trying to add shooting to this team. 119-113 is your final. The Kings, I tweeted this out earlier, the Kings had not started 0-4. The Kings had not started 0-4 at home since 90-91. And I believe they started 0-7 overall, like 1-13, something like that. Here's how long ago it was since that happened. Okay. That is so long ago that Antoine Carr led that team with 31 points. You guys said you heard the sound. Is that correct? Did you? Because I thought I had fixed it. If so, and I apologize if that didn't work. Here's De'Aaron Fox after the game.
You've been rebounding well. You had a career high.
Let me know if you can hear this.
13 rebounds. Has that been a point of emphasis for you?
I think that's another thing that helps you defensively. Defensive rebound, because I think defensively we're being okay, but every time we give up an offensive rebound, it seems to be either foul or they make a three. So just as a guard trying to get in there and help my team rebound, I think it helps us tremendously.
Okay, well,
rebounding well.
I'm just so proud of De'Aaron this year. Listen, I've been hard on De'Aaron in the past, but I think I've been fair. When De'Aaron is engaged on both sides of the ball, he's insanely good. And sometimes it's been him hurting. I think sometimes it's like how Randy Moss wouldn't go over the middle when he was playing for a bad Raiders team. He wouldn't jump because he didn't want to take one in the ribs. Listen, when you're on a bad team, sometimes it's tough. De'Aaron is bought in completely this year. And it is absolutely fantastic. Here's Domantas Sabonis.
For you, you guys have faced so much adversity. What does it do for your confidence closing out this one?
It's great. A great team, contender in the East, in the NBA, and for us to come out and pull it off, we knew after halftime they were going to come bring it, and we were poised. We finished the game. That's all we can ask for.
For you,
I mean, first off, props on props. I just snorted. Props on Sabonis for getting in there, because listen, that's what's awesome. He's happy about the win. He's happy about the win, and he's not worried about the fact that he fouled out. And not that he would, but sometimes this is what happens. It's I don't want to go down there. I'm hurting a little bit, whatever it may be. You hear things. I was seeing if I could bring up the Kings post game for you guys. I'm sorry. Let me turn that off. Anyways, Kings 119, Kings 113, and the Kings also had 71 points at the half. They were up 71 to 49. That is everything you want out of this team. It's everything you want out of this team. Look at this. Trey Lyles had himself a fine night. 4-7, 5 boards. 4-7, 5 boards in 18 minutes. That's good bench minutes. But look at this. You want to know what the key is? 18. I don't know why Apollo's up there. You can get in. 18, 3, 21, 12, 5, 14. Rashawn got in there and gave the team a couple of clutch buckets, and he needed that. 5 points and 4 boards in 21 minutes. That's not tremendous production, but Sabonis was out, and he had to try to hold the fort down. Lyles was your main scoring off the bench, but you had a grand total of what? 16, 18, 24 points off the bench. 24 of your 119 points came off the bench. Now, why is that a key? Why is that a key, folks? Because Mike Brown finally calmed his rotations down. He said he was going to do it going in, and look at these numbers: 33, 36, 36, 38 minutes for Kevin Huerter. And the only reason Sabonis wasn't in that vicinity is he had these 6 fouls. And look at these fouls: 6 on Sabonis, 5 on Barnes, 5 on Fox, 4 on Murray. That tells me a couple of things. Number one, the refs were getting paid off. Number two, that means the Kings were engaged defensively. And yes, there's a difference between playing defense and playing defense without fouling. This is the sad truth of the situation, and it shouldn't happen. But when you're known as an aggressive defensive team, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt a lot more when it comes to physicality on the defensive end. You are. The Kings are not known as that. So they have to have nights like this and stack, as Rico Hines would say, stack nights like this or afternoons to where it's expected. And the refs look out for that a little bit. Tremendous night for them. I don't want to say it was a tremendous night defensively, but it was enough defensively to get the job done. Here's Domantas Sabonis.
So when you're going out there, I know you've been kind of not struggling, but on the offensive end, it hasn't really come yet. So what's your mindset going into the game tonight? What was it?
Just be aggressive. I do my job every game, and when my teammates find me, I try to finish. So I'm gonna just keep trusting the process, doing everything Coach wants me to do. He's trying to put everyone in our right positions and go out there and execute.
I'm happy you're here, though. Trust me.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So when you're
It's great. I mean, that's just fantastic. They got to execute. They got to play for each other. That's what they did. First win of the season. Here's what we were talking about earlier, and he needed this so bad. Here's Rashawn Holmes, that reaction with a huge, huge late bucket.
Shot clock down to 4. Holmes on the inside. Rashawn counting.
Flex it, baby.
Bucket from Mr. Holmes.
Flex it. Careful with that shoulder, Kevin. That's beautiful. That is the best of Rashawn Holmes. That's when he's at his best. Look at this. That Barnes up there, yeah, it is. Look at that. Mouse in the house. It's a pin down for Rashawn. The vet recognizes it. Harrison Barnes. Look at that. And look at that too with Barnes. Pump fake up. draws his man in. I believe that's Lowry. Rashawn's got the mouse pinned down. Entry pass. Martin tries to front, too late. Look at how great that pass is. Only Rashawn could get that. Grabs it, and down and up. 3 guys converge. Does not matter. Too late. But here's the thing. What does Rashawn do? Does he go up for the power slam? No, he doesn't. He does a little pump fake. And the and one and the flex. And that's the difference. He could have gone up for the jam. Probably would have gotten fouled, had 2 shots, no basket there. That's what the defender was thinking himself. It was absolutely fantastic. And this is another thing I'm talking about too, fellers. Look at this. And this was 1 of 2 times tonight. Look at De'Aaron Fox closing out. Look at where he is. Look at where De'Aaron Fox is right now. Okay. Player, I can't. Why do I not know who 2 is? Player has the top of the key, getting ready to catch, fire, shoot. Watch how quickly Fox closes in. Look at this.
Vincent.
Oh, it's Vincent. Okay. Look at how quickly. Look at how much ground. Okay. Vincent has the ball. Fox is already anticipating. Look at Lyles over on his man. Everybody else, look at Huerter's in the right spot over here. Rashawn's in the right spot, got his man out there. He's already going to be able to box out for the rebound. No problem. Everybody's in the right spot. Here comes De'Aaron. I want to go back here again. Look at how out. Now, you could argue that De'Aaron was caught out of position here. But if he hustles on defense and uses that offensive quickness on the defensive end, look at how quick he closes out the jump. Now, here's the problem, though. It's a gamble. Because if that shot goes away, okay, Fox has himself angled here properly. See how he's jumping at an angle so that way he's not going to land where the shooter's land. He's giving the shooter, Vincent, the ability to land, so there's no flagrant foul there possibility at all. And he's really playing with fire there because if he's able to or accidentally gets Vincent on the forearm there or on the hand, you know they're going to call that. But he gambled properly. That's a vet move on the angle, and he's able to block that shot absolutely beautifully. Sorry, Jason. I missed that was Sam Vincent's. When you hustle on defense like that, it sets the tone 100%. It absolutely sets the tone. Oh, yeah, this is where I was getting ready to throw something at the refs. This is probably the last video thing I'll show you guys. Look at this. This is garbage, okay? Miami in transition. Herro with the ball. Okay, now watch this. Okay. Here's Keegan Murray. He's absolutely in the right spot. Here's Kyle Lowry. Lowry is going to initiate contact and lean into Murray. Okay. He's trying to cut Herro off at the baseline. And look at Lowry lean in. Remember the World Series last night when that one Astro leaned in on the hit pitch? The umpire called him back. If the refs weren't drinking, bullet and ginger ale at halftime and they were doing their jobs, they would have seen that Lowry, let's be honest, I said it tonight, 17th year in the league for Kyle Lowry. That's fantastic. And that's where you get these veteran moves. Okay. And he cuts off Keegan, which Keegan is called for the foul. Now, that should be an initiated contact. Kyle Lowry, that should be an offensive foul. And yes, I understand. Keegan Murray's a rookie. All right, notice, look at that. Look at I didn't really talk about this. Look at Malik Monk in there. He knows it was garbage. He knows it was absolutely garbage. He's letting Kyle Lowry know this. He's saying, hey, Kyle, hey, yeah, that's garbage. You know that's trash. You know that's trash. No, you don't get a high five. No, Herro, get out of here. No, you don't get a high. No, you don't get a high five. He's boxing out the high five. Get out of there. You know you got a lucky call because he's a rookie. Get that trash out of here. You're stupid. Go away. And that's a vet move by Malik Monk. Attaboy. Nice win, but no team is going to shoot such a high percentage game after game. Have to win, they sunk. I don't even know what that means. I'm trying to look at the listen. The Kings shot 55.3%, 45 behind the arc. Now, are they going to shoot that every night? No. But that's also the result of a moving offense and good looks. And by the way, that's what it should have been better than that. That third quarter was trash. Now, the Heat absolutely clamped down. They absolutely clamped down. But that was total trash, dude. That third quarter was total trash. Offense stopped moving. Horrible turnovers. What did they have tonight? Oh, my God. Are you serious? Yeah, 20 turnovers, dude. 43 boards, 26 assists, 20 rebounds. Got him on the boards. Got him on the assists. But look at that. 8 turnovers for the Heat. You're not going to see too many games where you have 20 turnovers to the other team's 8 and you're able to win. And that's what the Kings did tonight. So it wasn't a perfect game. It's not like the Kings played their best basketball and the Heat played their worst basketball. What you saw tonight, and this is how I'm going to close out. Yes, Jack, they made that change. This is how I'm going to close out, okay? The Kings are going to have a better chance than not to win against teams that don't have a dominant inside presence. Bam Adebayo is a fantastic 4. He's not a 5. In the preseason, when we were all getting excited about 4-0, the one caveat I brought up was that Anthony Davis is the only big worth of crap they played in the whole preseason. Well, I shouldn't say that, but he was the best big, one of the better bigs in the league. And he had a double-double basically in a half. I think in 19 minutes, he had a double-double against us. The Kings are going to struggle with their interior defense when they're playing better bigs or physical bigs. Steven Adams, Yusuf Nurkic. I shudder to think of what happens when they play Jonas Valanciunas. Okay, they're going to struggle. But when they're playing teams that are more perimeter oriented, and there's quite a few of them in the league, they're going to have some success. And that's why you look at this game on the schedule. And honestly, I thought maybe Memphis would be one too. I thought Memphis and Miami were their chances to get a win. And here we go. They get a win. They had to steal a win. This is a game they were not favored to win. And now they go into Charlotte, okay, before playing Miami again. This team is now, I want to say, are they now 5-2 against Miami? Since De'Aaron Fox, I know I tweeted this out. I think they're 5-2 against Miami since scroll down. I tweet too much. Since De'Aaron Fox was drafted. Let me see this here. Yeah, this is gonna be me if we lost. I already said that. 100%. If we lost, this is what the post game would have looked like, which is probably more entertaining. But that would have been me. Let me see. I had some facts here. Bear with me here, guys. You guys see this? This is so stupid. Look at this. Sacramento Kings fan comes with false hope. Fox is an all-stars. Soon to be 17-year playoff drought, severe depression, unmatched loyalty. You know what? That's mean-spirited, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. What else we got here? That Josh Primo thing. Yeah, I got to talk about that on Monday. I don't like challenges, especially that early. But that was about it. If you're going to do an early challenge, that's how you do the early challenge. And remember, Sabonis would have had 7. He actually had 7 fouls called on him tonight. 1 got overturned. 36.5% of you wanted to see me play with action figures if the Kings lost tonight. Okay. Here it is. Let me see here. Kings have not started 0-4 at home since 1991. In that year, they started 0-7, 1-13. They got their first home win December 4th against Dallas, 103-83. Antoine Carr with 31. That team finished 25-57. Here we go. Miami had 1 3-4 coming in, but they are 4-6. They're now 4-7 against Sacramento since De'Aaron Fox was drafted, including, remember that first meeting he ever had that was in Miami? And he had that dunk, that put-back dunk. God, that was so awesome. So, Charlotte, just real quick. Let's just take a quick look ahead. This is a Halloween game Monday. Tomorrow is is it tomorrow? They're either going to leave tonight or tomorrow, traveling day. They still do not have Lonzo Ball back, so that's a good thing. Or Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball. Bridges is out, and that's obviously off court stuff. But there you go. Now, PJ Washington, who always scores 50 against the Kings aside, that's Mason Plumlee. And listen, the Plumlees are underrated. The Plumlees tend to give the Kings fits for some reason. Plumlee used to give DeMarcus Cousins fits. He used to say he hated playing against either of the Plumlees. That's a matchup that the Kings can have a little bit of fun with. In Charlotte, that's a matchup that the Kings could actually, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but you win in Charlotte, okay, you're 2-4, and now you're going into Orlando. That Orlando game is a game that they absolutely should win. Oh, excuse me, that's right, Miami. And Miami's going to want a little revenge there. And then you come back, Golden State, Cleveland, ouch, ouch. Lakers, let's hope that's a win. Golden State, Brooklyn, and then you get a little opening here. San Antonio, Detroit, Memphis, yeah, that sucks. God, this is just a brutal league, man. This is just a brutal, brutal league. Ugh. Golly. All right. Well, listen, anyways, I hope you thank you guys seriously for joining us on the post game. You can hit me up on Twitter at Carmichael Dave. If you missed the first part of this, hey, it was silence because Dave knows what he's doing. But if you missed the first part or any part of this, you can go back, watch the archive, and then just fast forward through the silence. You get to see Best of the Bus do the victory puppy dance. I'm going to go eat some pizza, some celebratory pizza. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. We're back Monday, myself, Jason Ross, Jay Mars at 6 a.m., and we will obviously not only celebrate this victory, but we will look ahead on a Halloween show. We will look ahead to Monday night, or should I say Monday late afternoon, versus the Hornets. But they are off the schneid. Mike Brown gets his first victory as Sacramento Kings head coach. Keegan Murray gets his first victory as a pro. De'Aaron Fox gets his first victory. This is the first victory of his career with 12 or more rebounds. That's a stat you probably didn't know. Yeah. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for all of you. Love you. Love you much. Please hit thumbs up and subscribe and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye now.